let me just check on my laptop that I'm live and in the right orientation. Okay. Da, da, da. Because things have gone wrong all day today. Anyway, hello, welcome back. Um, oh, here we go. I could be live. Am I going to be the right way around? I've got to wait. Got to... Yes! I've never... And it's really odd because this one's about staying calm. But I've got so frustrated today trying to do this live in horizontal. Um, yeah, anyway, hi, Martin here on the OVG channel. And this time last week, I'd just been to the Valley Van meetup with Brett, wonderful guy, and then all the other friends that I've made. And now I'm back down in North Devon. Got the old MOT coming up next week on Jenny. So sort of going over the van and making sure everything's just kind of tickety-boo. But loving what's coming up, all the other plans. Joined another Facebook group on van life stuff. And there's an event at the end of September. So hopefully I'm back from a holiday that I've got. But more about that later. And that's nothing to do with the van. But this week, my mindful moment. This is a newsletter that I send out to my calming anxiety tribe on my other podcast. I kind of redo it for us people who are doing van life. So as it's live, there won't be an auto cue, and I'll see if I can read this as I go. Hang on a minute, let's just sort this camera out. There we go. Okie dokie. All right. This is a mindful journey on the open road. So like van life dreamers and road warriors. That's us. I hope this message finds you embracing the freedom of the open road, whether you're parked up at a serene campsite or cruising through breathtaking landscape in your full-time van life. It's always a thrill to connect with our incredible OnlyVans guru community. That's basically me and a few that write. I can't remember the name, but I replied to you earlier. Someone wrote a lovely message about universal credit and PIP, and I really appreciate getting sound advice from people who've been through it. Thank you very much, and also I'm glad you made it. Your comments and stories about your van life adventures and mindful living on this journey is just vibrant and inspiring. This week, let's talk about those moments that test our peace on the road. And Lordy B, I had one of those. I had one yesterday on the road. Someone cut up the inside of a long line of traffic and then cut across everyone. It just, yeah, the old me. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I reacted, but I was a lot calmer. But being in a slow van, I'm hardly going to chase him down, am I? Anyway, picture this. You're navigating your van life lifestyle, and suddenly you hit a detour on a remote highway. Maybe it's a crowded campsite when you're craving solitude, or a mechanical hiccup with your motorhome that throws a wrench in your plans. Oh yeah. These are the triggers of van life, those unexpected bumps that can jolt us out of the calm. Free-spirited mindset we chase in our nomadic lifestyles sometimes eludes us when things go wrong. For many of us, it's easy to think of these moments, whether it's a flat tyre, and well done to Darren on the urban motorhome. You had a flat. You coped really well though with that wasp sting. Okay, it can jolt us out of the calm, free-spirited mindset we chase in our nomadic lifestyle. For many of us, it's easy to think that these moments, whether it's a flat tyre, a noisy neighbour, or just a boondocking spot or a sudden rainstorm to dictate our moods. A detour means frustration. A breakdown means stress. But what if we could reframe these challenges as part of our mindful van life journey? What if, instead of seeing these as disruptions to our van life adventure, we view them as fleeting moments in the grand open road of our lives? That surge of irritation when your GPS fails, oh yeah. The tension in your shoulders when a campsite is overbooked. Oh, hang on. So professional today. These are just signals, echoes of old habits trying to take the wheel. The beauty of the van life lifestyle lies in its invitation to slow down and choose a new response. By creating small, intentional pauses between the triggers and our reactions, we reclaim the freedom that drew us all to this full-time van life way of living in the first place. That pause is where we find our peace, our control, and our connection to the present moment, instead of letting a breakdown or a traffic jam derail our day. Push that up. You can steer your motorhome and your mindset towards mindfulness. A detour becomes a chance to discover a hidden gem off the beaten path. A rainy day in the van becomes an opportunity to cozy up with a warm drink, listen to the patter of rain on the roof, and just read your book and chill out. This isn't about ignoring frustration. It's about choosing not to let it consume your journey. It's the shift from reacting to responding, from feeling stuck to embracing the flow of the van life. Here are 3 mindful tips to keep your van life adventure grounded when challenges arise. Now, anchor your breath. When frustration creeps in, maybe your motorhome won't start yet, tick, quite a constant for me, or a scenic route is closed, happened to me the other day, like when I was up in Lincoln and I couldn't go past the cathedral. Pause and refocus your breath. Focus on it. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. This simple act calms your nervous system, grounding you in the moment and reminding you that you're safe, no matter where you've parked. Reframe the roadblock. Shift your story your mind tells you. Instead of "this breakdown is ruining my trip," try "this is a temporary hiccup in my van life journey. I'll figure it out," because we always do, and it might lead to a new adventure. By reframing the challenge, you align with the resilient, adaptable spirit of full-time motorhome living. And then practice the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. When overwhelming hits you, bring yourself back to the present. Name 5 things you see: the mountains outside your van, 4 things you feel: the steering wheel, the cozy blanket, 3 things you hear: well, the hum of my tinnitus, 2 things you smell: pine trees, the morning coffee, and 1 thing you taste: that last sip of tea. This pulls you back into the now, anchoring you in the beauty of your motorhome lifestyle. Living full-time van life or embracing this RV lifestyle is much about cultivating inner peace as it is about exploring the world around you. Be gentle with yourself. This is a practice. It's not about perfection. Every time you choose mindfulness over frustration, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of you, ready for the next mile of your van life adventure. So, for more tips about blending in mindful living with your van lifestyle, because the road of freedom starts with a calm, present heart, Why not share your best tips? All right, leave them in the notes. And then obviously doing that YouTubey thingy, give it a thumbs up, please, or a like, um, or subscribe if you're new. Okay. Now let me just see. I'm going to go onto my live thing. I've got lots coming up this week. Ba-ba-bum. Anything going on? Hello. Let's just read it now. Evan's Van Life. Oh, I'll check you out. Hi, mate. So this coming up this week. Tomorrow. Totally exciting. I love this van, and she's been mine for the past year. Thank you, Kerry. Tomorrow, I'm looking at upgrading. It's not going to happen for quite a few months, but I'm off up towards Burnham-on-Sea, and we're going to be looking at panel vans and, don't diss me, motorhomes. Just more space to do things, and then maybe travel around Europe next year. So that's this week. Got to get my motorbike ready, so I might show you some of that. I'm putting new chain, new tyres, and all those bits on. Oh yeah, Pete's Pit was brilliant. I did I'll blow my own trumpet on that one. I loved the video I got, just zooming down onto Pete's Pit. What a spot, and I hope we can do that next year. And I'll be in touch with Brett. He's talking about getting a marquee there for next year as well. But thoroughly hope we have an itinerary, and I'd very much like to do a meditation session there. And if you're wondering about meditation, why I go on about it, my other side of life, my big YouTube channel and my very big podcast, Calming Anxiety, is all about meditation. I'm so evangelical about it because I used to be a very, very angry guy, very reactionary, very troubled. And through mindfulness and meditation, I became the guy I always wanted to be. I totally changed my life. Everyone who knows the old me and now sees me now is amazed. And if I can do it, I really believe anyone can do it. You've just got to say, yeah, enough of the old stuff. Let's do it. Anyway, that was this week's Mindful Moment. Have a great week. Please, as always, if you're coming into this much later on, that thumbs up. It just helps me. You know, it's all about it. It's free, isn't it? YouTube's free. So it doesn't cost you anything to do that. All on the 5th of August. That's a shame. Well, next time. But hopefully I'll see quite a lot of you somewhere up north-ish, end of September, I think, for another Van Life meeting. Take care, everyone. Thanks, all of you, for your support, for the thumbs up, for the likes, and just everything. Thank you. I will see you next Thursday. Take care. Peace out, everyone. Bye.